Good evening. This is CTV News for July 19th. I'm Danielle Irby.
And I'm Byron Scott. Thank you for joining us tonight. Well, after the recent murders of two transgender women, Prince George's police are launching an LGBTQ outreach initiative. You may recall Zoe Spears and Ashanti Carmen were murdered in Fairmont Heights earlier this year. Police have arrested a Baltimore man for the murder of Spears. However, the search for Carmen's killer continues. Police hope the initiative bridges the gap between law enforcement and the LGBTQ community. Officials say outreach teams will include LGBTQ officers and command staff.
They are going to serve as community outreach, also outreach internally with officers who are members of the LGBTQ community, internally and also within our community. They would assist, for instance, with a case like this in the future. We don't want another case like this, but if there were to be another case like this, they would come in, assist the officers, they would assist community members, family members, residents, etc.
Well, Donovan says the initiative is still in the planning stages. The department hopes to have at least 6 officers on the outreach team. Well, while the president tries to distance himself from supporters who chanted "Send her back" at a campaign rally in North Carolina on Wednesday, Democrats continue to link him to those words. The chants were inspired by the tweets the president sent out earlier in the week telling 4 congresswomen of color to go back to their countries of origin. Many have criticized or characterized Trump's words as racist, including Senator Chris Van Hollen.
It's a despicable strategy, and we saw the result of that at his rally when you have all his supporters saying "send her back," and now the president acts like he's surprised that they would say that when he's the one who started it. He's the one who started the chant.
And the president insists he was unhappy with the chants that went on for 13 seconds before he interrupted the crowd.
A Westminster man has been indicted for threatening a U.S. congressman. The federal grand jury handed up the indictment against 42-year-old Darrell Varnum on Wednesday. It states that last month, Varnum allegedly threatened to murder an unidentified lawmaker because of his performance in the House. If convicted, Varnum could get a sentence of up to 10 years in federal prison. As the heat continues across the region, a code orange is issued for the D.C. area for today and tomorrow. This means we have unhealthy air due to ozone pollution, which affects children, seniors, and those with respiratory and heart ailments. It's advised that everyone stay inside in the cool air conditioning. However, if you have to brave the heat, stay away from salty foods, drink plenty of water, and eat fruits and vegetables.
I highly suggest that you check on your neighbors, especially elderly folks have more trouble in the heat, and if they don't have air conditioning, you want to make sure that you're checking on them from time to time. If you're going to be outside for a majority of the day, you want to make sure that you're wearing sunscreen, you're wearing light, loose-fitting clothing, and that you're taking breaks as often as you can to rehydrate and take a break from the heat.
Meantime, due to the heat wave, utility companies are urging customers to conserve energy during peak hours up to 7 p.m.